So a little bit of detail about this window as well. If you are gonna be using these rings, these spacers, you're gonna need to flip this clamp ring upside down and pre-drill all your holes with this thing upside down. If you won't be using these spacer rings, put the clamp ring on the way that it's supposed to be, like the right way, and then pre-drill your holes that way. But it's important, whichever way you're gonna do it, to drill it, pre-drill it the way that the clamp ring is gonna be installed. Otherwise, the holes aren't gonna match up. So just a little pro tip right there, and make your life a little bit easier. So now I'm gonna have my installer hold the window in, and we're gonna get this window installed. I'm just taking this clamp ring out so we can get the window inside the van. And one more little bit, keep all your screws in your pocket or somewhere. Don't leave them on the ground, because once they're up there, you'll be holding some stuff. And if they're far away, you gotta drop it all and start over. So I sprayed a little bit of glass cleaner on this rubber seal, and that will allow us to wiggle this window around and adjust it if we need to. Here you go, Mike. So we've got this guy, and now these are our spacer rings. They can be a little bit tricky to get on there because you'll get one, but the other one doesn't want to sit. You can glue these things together, you can nail them together, certainly helps, but gets these things placed up there. Get your clamp ring in place, make sure everything is all lined up. So you want it snug enough to hold, but you also want to be able to wiggle the window around. So don't tighten them all the way. You want to get one up on the top, one in the middle here. Sorry, two in the middle here, because this is where your seam is. And then one on the sides. Right now what we're doing is we're installing the clamp ring to the window itself. And now these spacers allow you to space, get these pieces of wood in there. So now you have a nailing surface so you can put your wall up. And you want to be able to nail, you probably need one more ring on top of all of this that you can nail your wall to. So we're just getting our clamp ring, and these are just spacers to make everything fit. And this is why it's nice to have that glass cleaner so you can kind of slide the window around. Because the chances are it's not going to sit where you want it to. You're going to want to use this longer black screw with this little plastic guy on the side where your screen is going to be. And this is what actually holds your screen in. So make sure you don't get those jumbled up, or else you'll be taking screws out and putting them back in. So not quite there. And you might need to loosen stuff up a tiny bit. Get a little bit of movement out of some of these things. But again, it doesn't need to be too tight. You want this thing to be able to kind of flop around so you can hit all your holes. All right, so make sure your spacer rings are nice. Mike doesn't need to hold this thing anymore. You can see, kind of wiggle the window around a little bit. We're gonna go outside and make sure it looks nice and level from the outside. So a lot of the points putting these things on there you can use as references, and they're pretty, for the most part, they're pretty straight. But going to the outside and taking a good look, making sure the window's not crooked is always a good idea. And remember, like that glass cleaner, I'm able to shift this window around without it sticking or damaging the seal, so it's always a good thing to use. So now we'll go back in, just start from the center. That's in. That's in. And that's in. And now your window is set. And you're gonna go ahead and put the rest of your screws in. Window's not going anywhere at this point, so go ahead and finish up putting the rest of your screws in. But you see what I was saying, when you cut the supports out, you have this thing that wiggles. So now, again, we have this nice mounting surface, so we can put a secondary ring out in space. So that way when you bring your wall down, it'll rest right on this trim ring, and it'll be a very, very clean, very, very pretty finish, and it'll really add some rigidity to this entire wall because it doesn't want to move right now. And keep in mind, it is important to pre-drill, otherwise you're trying to do too many things when the window's in one place. So if everything is pre-drilled and ready to go, it's a much faster process when things are not as easy to work on. And remember, long screw with a little plastic guy, those go towards the rear, and that's how you hold your screen on. You may need to loosen those up a little bit later on so you can swing those over and get your screen back in. We like to leave the screen off until the very end, so that way you don't damage the screen. So screen, you don't want to replace that thing. They tear pretty easily, so leave them out until we're done with the build. So keep in mind, throw all your screws in there and then snug them down after all your screws are in. That'll kind of help everything, find its, place. These trim rings can be a little bit finicky, so leave everything loose and then put them all in after everything is started. It'll make your life a whole lot easier. But that's pretty much it for the bunk window install. We'll finish the rest of this trim piece when we're throwing up the walls, and we'll walk you through how we do that as well. So we'll move on to our fan, our vent, and our side sliding door window.